What are you wearing?
Woo! Ooh, that's good stuff. Nothing. What are you wearing? You're all in your...
I'm wearing adult clothes.
Are you in the Bat Cave? You're all dark clothing.
Spider-Man. Bill's trying to impress the cool kids.
No. Found this in my drawer. Back of the drawer. Why not? Throw this on.
Throw in the garbage, you said?
Well, who cares? Who am I trying to impress today? You'll have to lend me some of your cool Tom Cruise wear that you got on so I can impress you.
Dude, I finally went clothes shopping over the holidays, like the first time in 2 years.
How? Everything's closed.
Over the holidays.
Everything was closed.
Before the holidays. When you go Christmas shopping. Buying shit. You buy something for someone, and then you buy something for yourself. Don't you know the rules?
You don't buy your own clothes.
Yeah, I do. You don't know shit. But goddamn, man, it's easy to drop like $500 on nothing now. What a waste. That's why I don't like buying clothes, because in 1 year you've got nothing to show for it except holes with shirts and jeans with holes.
Maybe if we didn't go to the Joe Elite clothing stores, you wouldn't have to lose $500 on 2 pairs of jeans.
No, I buy normal clothes. Mine were all normal. Not. Like, where'd I go? Yeah, mine were all in normal places, like American Eagle and stuff like that.
That's expensive.
No, not. That's fucking
it is
garbage clothing.
That's expensive.
If I'd gone to like Lululemon, or if I'd gone to Banana Republic, then that's up there.
Why is Banana Republic up there? It's just a Old Navy brand.
They charge more.
It's owned by
same thing. Like, why do Lexuses cost more than Toyota? But same company.
Yeah, but they actually put better gear in it. Anyways, I buy my clothes at the grocery store, so that's how I get away with it.
Well, I did buy two what brand is it? George?
Yeah, that's Walmart, George.
Yeah, that's just for bumming around the house, though.
I don't believe
I needed 2 shirts, though, that didn't have holes in it because my wife was going crazy.
Yeah. Actually, I can't remember the last time I bought some clothes.
I had to.
We got Giant Tiger, too. Go to the Tiger.
What?
Get some clothes at the Tiger if you want some discount clothes.
No.
Okay, before we get going, of course, welcome everybody to the STCPod, Start to Continue podcast. I'm Bill. With me is Joe. He's in a good mood tonight, folks. It's like that Bob Dylan concert where Bob's in a good mood and everyone goes, woo! We're in for a good one tonight.
Which Bob are we going to get tonight?
Holy good luck. So I wanted to start off in the comments. Jay was here super early, techno dork, and he wanted to wish both of us Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Get that out of the way. That's to both of us.
It's a little late, but Happy New Year and Merry Christmas back to you as well.
And my buddy, Chris Roberts, is in the chat as well, saying hi to us. Hi, Chris Roberts. And I also wanted to pass along a comment from one of my other videos where Denise was in there, and she wanted to wish everyone happy holidays. And she said, even I include Joe in that.
I don't accept that. I will not be the second wheel.
She thought about you, even though you refuse to admit people will listen. So I thought that was nice of her.
Your girlfriend? When are you two going to hook up?
Oh, my Lord. Is that what you think I should do with all viewers or listeners? That
if you're one female listener? Oh, why not?
Do we have one female listener?
Who knows? Who cares?
She's your female listener too, buddy.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Is that your fridge?
That's
Get that compressor replaced.
Burn.
By the way, you can check out Joe's fridge in his latest Q&A video over in My Life of Collecting.
Oh, yeah. Well, not the latest video, but
Pretty exciting stuff, folks.
Q&A video. Hey, people want to know what I want to drink.
I know. Your emails are going insane with your fans.
Clearing out my shitty beer. I'm drinking a Samuel Adams right now. I don't know why I bought it. It's that Boston beer.
I'm drinking some.
You got to be drunk all the time to enjoy it, like those Boston people.
I got some rye straight up, rockin' rye right here.
It's gross.
No, and look at this is really good stuff. I don't know if you've tried it yet. 40 Creek, an Ontario distiller.
Oh, I don't like them.
I'm usually a Crown Royal kind of guy, but 40 Creek is really good too. You can sip that sucker straight.
You should be hitting up that Gretzky and try his stuff.
No,
it's actually pretty good.
No,
it's a really nice building that he has too, compared to their original location. You don't know. You don't even fucking go there.
Calm down. But it's all about status for you. He's a big star, so he must have good whiskey. His wine isn't even that great.
I never said it was. The whiskey was good though. The buildings made the section we were at there was mainly for the whiskey, and they dropped top dollar into that place.
Mm. I mean, you go to President's Choice grocery stores here, which is like the Lobes or the Zayres, and they have these wine shops in there, and it's all Gretzky stuff. It's like he's bought that out because all he can get is Gretzky stuff and Jackson Triggs at this whole wine shop. It's like, oh, I guess I'll go to the LC.
Well, that's the only place I go to, because when I go to the superstore and I occasionally walk through their minute liquor section, it's all the shitty craft beers that they're pumping out now. And then they have all their imported section is maybe 5 beers. I've got no time and place for these craft beer companies that are polluting the shelves.
Well, I was in the liquor store today, and there is so much to choose from. I mean, of all spirits, there's every kind of spirit now. It's just rammed full of all kinds of different. Everyone has got, I think since Clooney made $1 billion and Ryan Reynolds made $1 billion, so everyone who's distilling anything wants to get in on it now. Like I put a picture up on Twitter. The Trailer Park Boys have their own whiskey now. Hello?
Why did you do that?
Okay.
I was just trying to ponder, why would you waste your time doing that?
Well, because I like Trailer Park Boys, so I thought it was funny. They have their own twist on it. I didn't buy it.
One of them kill themselves?
No, they're actually, if you're wondering what's going on with the Trailer Park Boys, for some reason. What?
My name's not Kevin. I'm not wondering about
it. Well, lots of people are, because they were on Netflix and they were a big hit. But for some reason, their new stuff now is going to appear only on their app.
Oh, they're going to try and make money that way.
Oh, they have a whole season laid out, but I guess it's only going to appear on the app. It's Netflix, man. They're constantly in the top 10 of Canada for Netflix. Why wouldn't you give them another season? It's not like it's expensive.
Yeah. It's cool. I don't know if you got. I don't even know where this came from. I saw it on my counter. Hoping you can see it, but this triggered the nostalgia boner with how they're displaying it. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get this?
No, I didn't buy it. Why would I buy a TV guide?
It's not a TV guide, Dildo.
What'd you call me?
Dildo.
Where is it? Where'd you get that?
I don't know. It was on the counter. It's like a 4-page pamphlet. I guess maybe from Disney Plus.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's good.
I thought how fucking cool is that to go the old school TV guide route?
That is, yeah. I do. I appreciate that.
I'm not crazy about the name WandaVision. And then they got I forgot the Falcon and the Winter Soldier are starting up. So it'll be something to look forward to.
I wonder if I got that in the paper.
Then they also got Loki is going to be coming soon to I guess Disney Plus again, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta get it, but the whole thing is just on the WandaVision. There's like 6 pages.
Well, that's the first big show, I think, right? Coming up next week, maybe.
Do they even say? I haven't read it yet, so I don't know. I don't know when it's coming out. I'm assuming pretty soon. Well, the date on this thing says January 15th, so I wonder if that's the day.
Yeah, that's the day. Just before my birthday, by the way, if you're still looking for something to get me.
So that's cool. Do I have to watch the other Marvel movies before I watch this?
I would think so. I would say yes. And why haven't you? Like, why not?
Because I'm trying to clear off my PVR. Like today, I watched. What did I watch today? I watched Labyrinth because I was on the PVR, so I had to get that off with super young Jennifer Connelly before her titties went all crazy.
Did they?
Yeah. She's a really good actress. I liked her in her other movies. Started The Dark Crystal. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. I decided to go old school, and I just paused watching Fistful of Dollars because they had Clint Wood's three westerns, yeah. Fistful, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, I watched them too this past.
I plowed through those.
I watched them too.
I don't remember what happens in A Few Dollars More and The Good, and the Bad, and Ugly because it's been so long.
Really?
But I like this one because he's how he plays it in A Few Dollars More. A Fistful of Dollars, how he plays off both families on each side of the town against one another.
Yeah.
So I'm at the part where he's just getting beat up and then he has to recover and make his comeback and blow everybody away. You know what else they had over the holidays there? My wife was going crazy watching it. When was the last time you watched CSI Las Vegas?
Never.
They had a whole marathon on where it was like nonstop. And she got right into it and the kids were watching it with her. And I'm like, you let the kids watch this CSI Miami or Las Vegas with these whores getting shot up and stuff and people partying. And then she won't let me watch oh crap. I had some, what was it? I guess it was some movie or some TV show where there was guns being shot at people. She got upset because the kids were watching. I'm like, are you crazy? Anyway, PVR exploded, but those decade movie channels aren't free anymore. So,
oh, did they go away?
Didn't
notice.
I think I was maxing out my records on them.
Yeah. I don't know. The quality I get from those video wise is not very good. They don't give a lot of bandwidth to those channels.
It's funny though how if those movies are on there, I'll watch them. But then I got like 2 shelves full of DVDs and Blu-rays that I can't be bothered to take out and watch, even though I'm still buying them. And
you can't give any of them up.
But if it's on for free and it's on the TV and I stumble across it, I feel like I need to watch it and go through it that way for some reason.
Remember that White Stripes DVD I asked you for that you would have no interest in?
Well, I just found it again. It was in my stereo cabinet tucked away there in the back.
Yeah, couldn't give that to Bill.
You took that. What 2-disc CDs did you take from me? that I didn't get a chance to listen to. Was it the Woodstock one?
Yeah.
I'll take that. Oh, all right.
Yeah. Well, what did you really shed a tear over that? Was that up your alley?
I thought this would be yes.
And
I
it
thought
was a
this would be
double
kind
for
of
you
cool.
already.
No, it wasn't. Not the Woodstock one. I'm like, great.
Well, I'll trade you back the Woodstock for the White Stripes. I'll buy the White Stripes. I don't care.
How will you just buy it in the first place?
Yeah, give it to me. I'll buy it off you. You have no interest in it.
How about you just buy it? Buy a copy for yourself.
You have no interest in it. So
it's so hard to find. No,
it is hard to find.
No, it's not.
Go find it.
I could find it. It's on eBay.
You're going to make me your friend. That's a physical friend in person, not when you're...
I'm just saying it's not difficult to buy. But give me a chance to watch it first.
I've given you... We're at 3 months now.
There's no time limit.
And you told me in the past you have no interest in Jack White music. You said, I have no interest in his style of music.
No, I've got no interest in the stuff that he's pumping out on his record label there.
No. I asked you if you want to go to a Jack White concert, and you said, no, I have no interest in anything Jack White does.
Money.
What?
So I had no money for that.
Oh, money. Well, interesting. Why am I remembering that statement?
Because you can make stuff up, and I can't recall half the things I say.
Mrs. Q Dog says, Happy New Year to you. So,
your two favorite boys.
That's right.
Happy New Year, Melissa. So, what are you watching now? I finished. No. Don't get into a boring diatribe of what you've been watching. Let's keep it interesting.
Let's not have a conversation about what
I don't want to hear
watching and how it might interest you or what it's about.
How delightful the show was that I watched, because no one talks like that. Oh, I watched before I forget, Fright Night. You ever seen that?
I don't know.
You heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, that was the first movie I ever saw in the drive-in theater when I was a kid.
How could you remember that?
Because we were up at the cottage, and for some reason we decided to go to a drive-in movie theater with my cousins, and I think it was a double bill, but all I remember was the Fright Night movie, and that there's like a boatload of parts that scared me as a little kid. Special effects aren't bad for some parts. It's a poor man's version of like American Werewolf in London in terms of special effects, but there's a couple scenes that were surprisingly decent for this spoof per se of like a vampire movie kind of thing. And then Never Say Never Again, which was absolutely painful to watch, except for young Kim Basinger. Kim Basinger?
Right.
Yeah. An extremely old Sean Connery. Sexing it up with her.
And it's pretty much a remake of a previous Bond film as well. It's like, guys, you just made this 2 years ago.
Yeah. Remember, the only cool thing about it that I enjoyed was the bike when I saw it the first time. I go, that bike's cool. Okay. Tell me one thing you watched that you think I might enjoy.
No, I have lists of stuff, dude. I have my new updated system down here with projector and surround sound. So over the Christmas, I've just been watching a lot of stuff. You know what happened? I got for Christmas from one of my kids, they gave me the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on 3D, in 3D Blu-ray, which they were happy to find that and get that to me because it was in 3D and that version's kind of hard to find. So we're watching it. And by the way, the 3D is spectacular in that movie. I don't know why anyone would make the choice to not watch it in 3D if they could, because the 3D is so magnificent in there. It's like just layered perfectly with animation. I digress. In the heavier action sequences, the booming bass was starting to go. Oh no, what now? I guess my new amp blew up my old subwoofer. So had to get that replaced, or else we wouldn't be able to use, the whole new system. So shortly thereafter, I ordered a new subwoofer and waited for that over the New Year's. And then it arrived early this week. Yeah, this week. And I hooked it up yesterday. And I've had that going today.
Where are you buying these things from?
This was like...
Is this like off fucking Amazon?
No, they don't. I decided, we're going to get a new subwoofer. We're not getting we're not cheaping out on it. Like the rest of the shit where you just get, the basics to get you by. We're not doing that this time with the subwoofer. Had a Pioneer before. I'm like, that was 15 years with that. So I spent my time with it. Let's get something good this time. And so I did a lot of research, and what everyone recommends is this company called SV Sound, SVS. And they're very high. They're always at the top of the subwoofer lists. Also expensive too, but they have a new model that is budget. They call it budget. For audiophiles, it would be budget. For a guy like me, it is way at the top of what you would want to spend. But it used to be there was only one Canadian vendor for them. That's how exclusive they were. But now there's 3 Canadian vendors, so I bought one. They never ever go on sale. You can't wait for a sale for them, so there's no point waiting. So I just went piss on it. Ordered it. They had it shipped up here, and I hooked that sucker up. Seems to be doing a really good job. Really nice deep bass. It's a sealed subwoofer. It doesn't have a port in it. My old one had a port, so this is kind of a new way of hitting the low frequency for me, but it seems to do a very good job. No distortion, very nice lows. It's filling in that whole, end of the spectrum quite nicely. So it's really good. Been enjoying that. So today I watched, for the hell of it, I had the Disney thing on, and like I said to you before, I just finished Star Wars Rebels. And if you know your Star Wars timeline, that movie Rogue One, timeline wise, fits right in to after Rebels. And I only seen it once before, so I thought, let's throw that on, see where that fits. So I gave that a rewatch this afternoon. I don't know. I think that got crappy reviews, but I thought it was fine. Lots of action, shot beautifully. Pacing is good. Looked beautiful. Sounded good. I love these conversations. Why don't you just do a solo podcast? I know. I don't know why. I should.
Because it'd be boring.
Rogue One.
What?
Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I told you I like that.
Okay.
It's with the hot British chick with the rabbit teeth, right?
She's in it.
Yeah. Main character, I believe.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because it was dark.
What? Is it dark?
Yeah. Compared to some of the other more recent Star Wars movies they made around it, yes. I'd be curious to see what that was the one dummies at Disney said they wanted to rewrite on, right? Some scenes had to be reshot because it was too dark. And they wanted to make it more family.
I don't know.
I've only seen it the once. I wouldn't mind watching it again.
Didn't they have trouble with the trailer, where a lot of the stuff from the trailer never appeared in the film because the trailer got some really negative comments?
I don't know.
Remember, she goes, "We rebel," and everyone made fun of that. And that is not in the movie.
That's a good thing then.
Yeah. So after that, still today, well, last night I was talking to my buddy Curtis, and I said, "Curtis, you're a movie guy, aren't you? Maybe you can help me out." I noticed. What? What's that? What are you talking under your? Yeah, I have to have conversations on my own and I make other people up in the conversation to talk back to me. Anyways, I said, Curtis, you're a movie guy. Maybe you can help me out. I came across a movie a while ago and I put it into my brain that I have to watch it at some point. See, Melissa, thanks for stopping by. And I completely lost track of it, but I knew there was something there, and I knew there was a movie I had to see, but I couldn't even remember the title. I couldn't remember where I saw it. I couldn't figure out anything about it. So I'm talking to Chris about it. I'm like, there's a movie. It's a foreign film. It's called like Road to Somewhere. There might be like zombies or something, and they're attacking people all the way to their destination. Does that ring any bells? Because that's all I can remember. And he nailed it. He pulled it out. It was called Train to Busan. You ever heard of that?
Nope.
Came out a few years ago, 2016, I think. It's a Korean movie, and it's on Prime. It's on Amazon if you want to watch it. I watched it today, and it's so it's got your fast zombies and fast infection rate zombies. You know, the second you're bitten, you're turned and you're screaming fast, right? So it's high pace zombie action like that, but it's set on a train. So these guys just get on a train to go across the country, and one infection, of course, turns the train rabid, and they try to survive this whole. I don't know why you're shaking your head, but
it's one of those silly.
They don't have time to be silly.
Silly storylines where everything takes place on the train, like that stupid train that kept traveling around the Earth in the wintertime. Snowpiercer,
which was good.
Stupid fucking concept.
That was good, though.
And of course, this one takes place on a train.
Yeah.
How big is this train?
Well, it's one of those commuter trains they have over there, right? Those high-speed commuter trains.
So what's that, like 12 cars?
I would guess like 20 cars.
But they could divide it all. If a zombie infection took place on a train like that, it would spread in about 10 minutes.
Well, that was interesting. You got to see how that would happen. And it happens super fast ahead of them and behind them. They get separated. And these there's no zombie killing in this. Actually, here's a little spoiler for you. No one figures out how to kill a zombie. There's
you can tell me the ending because I'll never watch it.
I'm not going to spoil it for the listeners because it is an excellent movie and I recommend it. No one is like,
maybe Debbie will watch it then.
Got guns and shooting zombies in the head. They haven't figured that out. They're just like, how do we survive these things? And so you have the different classes of people who, you know, want to help other people, and those that'll just throw you right under the bus, right? And they do stop at one point to get off, and then they're like, oh, Jesus, shit's still bad, so I got to get back on. They keep. Anyways, it's high action, fast-paced, very high thrills, although I got to dock them points because they use the tried and true thriller tools of one of the people is a little girl. So that's just a tool using a little girl. And the other one, what's the other one they use in movies to make the audience feel for the victims?
Put them on a train.
You see them in bank robberies, and you see them in survival situations. Hot chicks who are
chicken bikinis.
No,
they want to bang.
If you watch a bank robber movie or a TV show where there's a bank robbery and all the victims are lined up there, surely one woman is going to be
hot.
What's that got to do with it?
She's not. I don't care.
No, pregnant.
I never cared about that.
That's a tool.
Those are the annoying ones. Just like having a kid in there. Annoying.
That's right. It's a tool they use to get most human beings to be invested in it.
And then smart ones like me, they just get angry and realize this is a piece of shit.
Anyways, it is good. That's Train to Busan. There is a sequel that's out, I think, as well, called Peninsula. I don't know where you can get that, though. I don't know if it's on the services anywhere.
It's too bad that train didn't go off the tracks and kill everybody.
I remember I was talking to you last year about that was it Korean or what was that other zombie TV show that was set? It was a period piece set in like the
I watched
like
part of that one.
the samurai times kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like not feudal Japan, but that sort of thing.
Yeah, Korea, feudal Korea, geopolitical zombie thriller set in feudal Korea.
Yeah, I only got
Can't remember what it's called.
3 episodes into it.
And it's the same kind of zombies. It's like just a modern take on that because the zombies too in this one get kind of like the darkness kind of does something to them. Anyways,
Is this movie subtitled because I don't speak Chinese?
Very subtitled. There is no option for a dub.
Yeah, well, that's the only good thing about it then.
And it's Korean.
I don't speak Chinese.
Send your letters to My Life in Collecting.
About what? That's how it should be, subtitled.
Oh, so yeah, that was good. Check that out. It's free on Amazon Prime. So you're not going to say anything about me blowing up a subwoofer?
No. What's there to say?
I think you
15-year-old speaker, your new amp blew it for some reason.
I think you'd engage, make fun of me or something. It's a talking point that one can leap off of.
Why would I make fun of you blowing a speaker?
Fun conversation.
I wouldn't wish you to blow a speaker. That's not something nice.
Well, luckily I was home when the shipping guys dropped that sucker off. Big box.
Hey, have you been watching? I was up late last night watching CNN. Were you partaking of this as well?
Yes. Well, we did have the vinyl show last night, which I guess you were too busy to call into again. But that happened.
Crazy stuff going on, man. I can't believe it. This guy's going to fight it right down for these last, 13 days now?
Well, he just released a video where he is all presidential now, and he's saying how terrible all that was, and there's no place for that in a lawful society, and that a new administration will come in peaceably at this time. It's a joke.
I think he's working with a ghost staff at this time, man. That place has got to be a complete ghost town around him, right?
I just saw that the latest, that Betsy DeRoss or DeRossi, or the education minister that had no business being an education minister, just resigned because of last night. So like even the dummies are leaving the boat.
Apparently, also Trump wasn't letting Pence's main assistant into the White House anymore. Head of staff, Pence's head of staff, whatever you want to call this person. So, you think they're going to bother with the 25th, or just because there's not enough, because of the short time frame, just not bother with it?
Geez, I don't know, because you still got the guys who want to hold on to that Trump manic base, right? So they still are, holding on desperately for their approval. So they don't want to do stuff like that. But then again, it is a really good time to get off of that. Take a look at what's good versus bad and say, you know what? I want to be for good now, or at least appear to be for good and do the right thing. But I don't think they'll do that.
No, because they're Republicans. Why would they?
Well,
they let a psychotic into the White House.
Yeah.
The party deserves what they get. Unfortunately, the public does not deserve having this madman.
They look at how many million of votes did he get. That's what they're looking at. They don't want to lose that, no matter if he goes They want those votes. So people love a greasy used car salesman, I guess, with a record of bankruptcies and burnt buildings, burnt bridges everywhere. Right?
Yeah. I was watching it though, and I'm going, I really like how CNN does their broadcast compared to where are you looking off to? Your kids down there talking or what?
No, sir, I actually do have the news up over there. Just had a little peek, see what the headline is.
What news? Local or CNN?
It's CNN.
Yeah. I really like how they do their broadcast, man. I'm a big fan of this. When Cuomo comes on, how they do the handoff every hour to all these different hosts. Oh, it's so refreshing compared to certain other newscasts.
Canadian newscasts, you mean?
Just other newscasts.
Yeah. I like they have two reporters they must have come from Vice, or they're from the school of Vice, because that's how they report their stories. They're very guerrilla style, and they're not afraid to get right in there and just act like I have no idea what you're doing. What is this? What's going on? And people are very comfortable explaining themselves because they look very young, like college students, but they're CNN reporters. And they just get these dummies to say their ridiculous statements, like they're losing their freedom somehow. If Biden gets in there, our freedom is gone. We're not going to be allowed. Well, yeah, you might not be able to be an open racist anymore. That's true. Maybe.
Yeah, some guy was ranting and raving on the news tonight, saying that same thing, like we won't let you take it away from us, something along that lines. But he was just shouting. Funny thing was, like last night too, when I was watching, I'm pretty sure I only saw like white people in this mob that was like trying to take over Congress there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see like any other people of race, creed, color, except for straight up whites.
Yeah, they're the hardest done race, eh?
And then
they got it the worst.
They showed pictures of 4 individuals, a couple of them that like last night, one of them broke into was it Pelosi's office or something, and was sitting at some lady's desk with his feet up on it. And then someone had broken into the actual one of the main rooms there where they all have their meetings, and was sitting at the head chair. Mm-hmm. So they had all 4 of these people up, and they were able to identify who they were. And they're all like, one guy was like from the Kunan or whatever that thing was.
Yeah.
One of them was the good old boys.
I love the Joe terms for everything.
I really don't care.
It's good. No, they shouldn't be mentioned, really.
And then like,
I bet you when
one guy was like from Hawaii, I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. They must have been so surprised when they broke into the Capitol and they found out that the government didn't have dog people there to stop them, because that's one of the QAnon conspiracies, is the dog people. No dog people.
That's great.
Crazy.
I couldn't believe it. I was up till 2:00 watching this stuff, man. It was fascinating.
It's fast.
How they pushed, what was it, 2:00, and then they were still doing. They had done the vote on whether or not they recognized Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And then, a bunch of people objected to it or whatever, put in the objection. So they had to take their maximum 2-hour break to split up and talk about it, and then they came back, and then they did their vote. So the guy had to run through all their names, yay or nay. And
why didn't the Democrats say that every state that Trump won was rigged? That I should, if
you know why?
well, they won, so why bother? But man, I would just love to just drag it out and just give them their own business. Every state he wins, that's rigged. We're going to object to that. How about that? You want to stall the process for your guy getting it? Yeah, because we're willing to. We won, so why not? That's rigged. Because their objection was baseless, and even their excuse in the objection didn't raise any points other than, as Chris Roberts says, because of reasons. Their objection literally listed no concrete evidence, and yet they had to go and talk about it for 2 hours and stall the situation.
I don't even think it lasted the 2 hours, to be honest, but it's just really interesting as a Canadian to watch all this going on and sort of have our own perspective on it outside of the bubble, even though, it does affect us as a nation. Not just us, but the whole planet, right? But and then you got Iran. Was it Iran that made a public announcement saying something in the likes of they're trying to tell the Americans to actually calm down. Like I'm paraphrasing, right? Like calm down. Here's hoping that we have a peaceful and resolute answer to all this. This is coming from Iran, right? So
I know they are very, very lucky as well that America is super paranoid about all of their enemies around the world. If their enemies really had it going, now would be the time to get in there. And I don't want to say, but America is not very strong right now, as a certain person who runs Russia really enjoys. They are certainly not strong right now and very vulnerable, I would say, at this time, which is what the people.
Yeah, but an outside entity can unite people pretty quickly. When it's something internal, it's people can get pretty stupid about it.
When the Third Reich fell, post World War II Nazis, their plan for the Fourth Reich was something just like this, something that could divide their biggest enemy from within, and then from the ashes, the Fourth Reich could rise. Really, they really wanted Russia and U.S. to take each other out, but hey, if U.S. can do it to themselves, perfect. And you've seen how many Nazi flags and paraphernalia was in this thing, so it's interesting.
Well, I didn't see any last night. I did see that General Lee flag flying inside the building. Some guy was walking around carrying it.
I saw lots of anti-Jewish stuff, some Auschwitz stuff, and they're also wearing this brand that says 6 million Jews wasn't enough. They got this thing, like Holocaust deniers or supporters. All that was there. Of course, the Republicans are probably saying they were just lefties dressed up as the worst righties. Yeah. I don't know.
The security guy, the head of security there, resigned today too. Wow. Which makes you wonder why was it so poor that these people could easily access, like they just have like 2 guards at each door, not expecting any sort of trouble, or like
that's something we'll learn in the future. I bet there's more to that story.
They just put up a fence today. They said it's going to be up for 30 days.
60, I think.
60.
Because they knew this was planned. It was in the public that this was happening, and they still didn't up the security. And even that day, right, Trump held a rally and said, let's go. We're all going. And still they didn't up the security. Anyway, strange talk for STCPod. Oh, political.
No, it's just interesting, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. I'm a little burnt out by it with all the time I spent on it yesterday, but I just thought it'd be interesting to bring up. I don't know, man. See what happens in 14 days, 13 days, whatever.
Well, like Chris Roberts says, there is that video where the cops are opening that railing and letting them in. But it's true. There was like 2 cops for like 100 people. So they're like, hey, you know.
Yeah, no, I get that. You know, what are you going to do when you're outnumbered by that much?
Yeah.
You don't get paid enough to, you know, not go home to your family that night.
So we've been off for a while. Did you have a good Christmas? You didn't talk to me about your Christmas besides your clothing.
Yeah, the best part was I just didn't have to travel.
Yeah,
so that was extremely enjoyable because usually we do. My family's relatively close, but sometimes that goes over 2 days, and then her family that we go to is hour and a half tops. But you know, it's like you're essentially traveling for the main 3 or 4 days of the holiday break, right? Whereas this time it was just we just, you know, sat in the house like everyone. Well, I shouldn't say like everybody else, because 50% of Canadians, I think, still went around and mingled, according to what they were saying on the news, which is fantastic. But yeah, didn't leave the house for basically that whole week period, which was nice.
Because that 50% of people, we just heard today that the kids will be staying at home schooling for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Due to the impending Christmas outbreaks. Because people are all selfish.
They had a great line on This Is Us the other night.
Oh, boy.
Online home learning is a whole new level of hell. And yeah, it's frustrating, but at least everything else is closed down, so it's not as bad. You know, you don't feel like you're missing out on things.
You see, people aren't seeing it from Joe's point of view. Joe's point of view is not that he has to help the student with their studies. Joe's point of view on this is that he, in his perception, is locked home with the kids and he can't go gallivanting around all day, which is also not true.
I do help with the kids. I do math and I do reading, which is another whole level of hell. With the teacher pawned off this full page done like a checkerboard of 30 boxes 30? I think it was like 20 boxes where you had to read 20 different books within this whole Christmas break period. Mm-hmm. So that's been delightful, having to plow through that as quickly as I can. Had to go to the library for the first time in I don't know how long, because I don't know where the teachers expect you to get these books from.
Well, they give you the online option.
Nope.
They should have all been available from the online library.
What online library?
I don't remember what it's called. They'll say, here's the book, and it's also available on this website, or you can get it from this reading site. I
just gave you topics like, you You got to read a fantasy book, a realistic fiction, historical fiction, science fiction, autobiography, a graphic novel, you know, all these different subjects. And then you have to find the book that can relate to that. So I said, fuck it. I just went to the library and gave the lady there the list. She went and picked out the books. I grabbed some because of the easy ones to find, but you know, what's a realistic fiction book? What are you referring to? What does that mean?
I think that means any kind of fiction that's not fantasy or sci-fi. So like that, yeah, that's what it is.
Well, it's just faster if she found these for me because I was already there a goddamn hour, and let's do this. Let's get this done and go home. Got the little kid who's got no interest in this. I'm like, all right, you want this book or this book? How about I just read the book for you?
I haven't met a kid that doesn't love going to the library, so I'm sure your kid was having fun.
Nah.
No. Your kid did not enjoy the library.
I don't think so.
Really? Yeah. I bet.
Well, I didn't want him touching stuff either, right? Like, listen, these books are probably dirty.
That's true.
Stuff around here is dirty. I'll touch it. You just stand there.
It would drive me crazy before we got locked down. And the 1 or 2 times a month I went to a thrift store, and these mothers would just let their kids go rampant in the toy section, like touching all the toys.
Are you surprised?
And like little kids. So these kids are not just touching, they're also, you know, putting their hands in their mouth and all this. It's just like, really? You're really doing that now?
Even as a kid, I never did that because I thought that was gross.
Well, yeah, even no pandemic, I would never let my kid play with a toy at the thrift store.
I mean, even when I was a kid, I wasn't putting my fingers in my mouth after I was touching strange toys.
You were aware of that at 2 years old?
I didn't say, did I say 2?
Well, I could have been referring to 2-year-olds.
2-year-olds don't know how to walk.
You never seen these mothers who sit their kid down, their 2-year-old, right in the toy section, and then they're just touching everything? Oh, it's disgusting. Horrifying. It's paralyzing.
What do these mothers look like?
Can I get to my in memoriam section of the show?
Yes, because we got 5 minutes left.
We got lots of time left.
No,
don't worry about it.
I got a headache.
What? Yeah.
Who died now?
Over the break, we learned that we lost Leslie West.
Yeah.
From Mountain.
Yeah, I know.
And like from Howard Stern, because Howard had him on.
Oh my God. I know. That's awesome.
What?
Who cares if he was on Howard Stern a bunch of times?
Well, because if you want to hear a good old bit, you can check out Stern this past week. He gave
Leslie
like 2 days.
The best care of his body. First off, right?
No. So
lost a fucking leg. Guy weighed 1 billion pounds.
So?
What do you mean so?
Well, he's still a mountain of talent. A mountain of talent.
It's wasted talent if you don't take care of yourself like that.
Now, what do you listen to Mountain? Have you heard any Mountain stuff?
Not in 30 years.
Okay, so 30 years ago. Check them out now. Throw in Leslie West Mountain at heavy. This is heavy. Think of Black Sabbath, but heavier. And it's a power trio. And it is fabulous stuff. Super heavy. I love the bass lines. And Leslie West's guitar is fine, but man, the bass lines in Mountain are will blow you away. And then he went on, he formed a, talk about a power trio, Cream, him and Jack Bruce formed a group together as well. So there's lots to explore if you want to check out what Leslie West was about. Lots of good stuff there. And Tony Rice died on Christmas Day. Do you know about Tony Rice?
No, I don't know who that is.
Tony Rice is a famous flat-picking bluegrass guitar player. Well, he evolved beyond bluegrass. He did bluegrass, and then he evolved into space grass, they called it, as he expanded from bluegrass. And then, of course, he closed his career going back into bluegrass because that's what he was famous for. But his guitar work is crazy. I'm going to play a video too. I got a video that you're going to love.
Hurry up.
So, but Tony Rice, man, he did not have good luck. He had all this talent, right? And he was a bluegrass singer as well as a flat picker. And a while ago, he had the voice thing, the throat go out. That's a lot of high register singers have, the vocal fry thing. Mm-hmm. Where you can have surgery for it, and it's like 50-50 chance you'll come out of it. Now, he got the bad 50%. So his voice was completely destroyed from this thing. I wrote it down what it's called somewhere. Muscle tension dysphonia is what it's actually called. And so his voice ended up talking like that. This is a guy who was either a pure baritone or sung in a beautiful high register, suddenly can only talk like this. And it was, heartbreaking to all the people in the bluegrass world to see Tony Rice, this, bluegrass hero, lose his voice like that. He got inducted into the Bluegrass Hall of Fame, I think in 2013 is where he appeared again. And he had a famous speech there because he started his speech with that voice that was all destroyed. And he talked about how he's been working for 2 years trying to mentally bring his voice back by just thinking hard enough how to, finagle the vocal cords into a certain tone. And then he managed to slip into one sentence into perfect baritone. Just for that second. He said, I can do it for one sentence. And he slipped into his perfect baritone for that sentence. And then that was all he could muster. That was also the last time he would perform guitar in front of people, because having Tony Rice luck, he also developed severe tennis elbow in his later years, and it was painful for him to play guitar. Can you imagine? You lose your voice and then you lose your ability to play guitar. Tony Rice. So he died Christmas Day, apparently while making coffee. Just, that's it. Collapsed. But I have a video for you, Joe. I know you love bluegrass because you listen to the Jeffersons every month when they do their videos.
That's right.
What? Who are they? The Donnellys?
The Petersons.
The Petersons, right.
Let's go.
Calm down. You got nowhere to go, dude.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh,
Let's see this clip and I gotta go.
No, you don't. Quit being that way. It's rude.
Oh, well.
Okay. Is this up?
Yeah.
This is up. Now let me know if you can hear this.
Nope. Looks like the Terminator from Terminator 2.
It does. Yeah, you're right.
Or what's his face? Shit. Guy that died recently. John Prine. Young John Prine.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on a second. Working on it. Audio.
I'll just snake dance back and forth while you're doing it.
Hey, maybe you could help me and look through the settings.
Sweet child of mine, Bill.
Bill is just looking through the StreamYard settings right now. He thought he had this turned on, but show advanced. No, that ain't it. Audio, microphone, speaker. Oh my God. I'm getting these text messages. The spammers have found a new way to get in. I don't know. Do you get these where they're coming in? They're not from a phone number, but they're from an email address. And it's a text message. And
nope.
Yes. And there's no way to block it because it's not a text message. Okay, come on, guys. Help me out here. Does anyone remember how to do this? This is how Joe covers for me. He's the greatest co-host.
What is going on? Just save it for next time. Listen,
Mike, it's not a next time thing. Where the hell is it?
You guys can just hear Stomping Tom Connor next time when Bill has it figured out.
Well, this bluegrass video, it is incredible.
Everybody can check it out. Look up Jerry Rice on YouTube. Jerry Rice Bluegrass.
Sharing the stream. Tony Rice, Bela Fleck, Freeborn Man. Please look that up. Are you sure you couldn't hear it? Or are you just joshing me?
Why do I know that name, Bela Fleck? Why is that familiar?
Can't hear that?
Fleck. No.
Share screen.
I don't know. Now you got me interested in Bela Fleck. What is this here? Bela Fleck.
Be interested in this video because it is extraordinary.
American player. Bela Fleck is an American banjo player.
Yeah, he goes insane on this one.
See, that's a name I know.
Share YouTube audio. StreamYard. Screen sharing, StreamYard.
Oh, Bela Fleck and the Fleck Tones.
Open a Chrome tab.
Uh-oh.
What?
How do
Is
you,
that
how,
me?
that's me. How do you mute that?
What do you?
I don't know. Come on. Waste my time.
Chrome tab. Okay. Hold on.
I just want to hear banjo.
Share screen. Chrome tab. Share audio. Okay, I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Tell me if you can hear this.
Let's go. Yeah.
Can you hear that? Okay, that's Tony Rice with the guitar. You heard it's Bela Fleck on banjo. Check this out.
I ran away for the first time. When I was only 4 years old, I'm a freeborn man. I focus on my back. I know
this Mando guy is insane too. And he hands it over. Yeah, take it.
Had a gal in Cincinnati, a little mama in San Antonio. And I always loved the girl next door, but any place is home like a freeborn man. I'll hold her on my back. I know that the ancient highway, every bit of back road, every on a railroad track.
Camera guy's frustrated.
Well, I got me a Martin guitar and I turned an old tote sack. Well, I hopped it about 200 times, but I always got him back. I'm a freeborn man. I hold us on my back. I know that the ancient highway, every foot of back road, every mile of railroad track. Play it again, son.
Oh, Rice lets him go again.
Play it.
Oh, he gets another go. Come on, camera guy.
Are you gonna stop this at any point, or
No, you gotta watch it.
I can't? My video's all choppy. It's all garbage.
Look at that guy's face in the background. It's like, what? What is happening? That is Tony Rice. And he is gone, unfortunately. All that talent. Where is it? Where's Joe? Joe had enough. Is he getting his guitar? Because he felt inspirato. Maybe Joe felt inspirato, so he's grabbing his guitar. I bet you that's it.
All right, wrap it up.
Well, how did you feel about that?
It didn't do anything for me. May have appreciated it more if the video wasn't shit. It's too choppy, man. I couldn't. I appreciate that stuff more when I can actually see the finger picking and the playing.
You couldn't hear it?
I could hear it. I just said I appreciate more when I can see it and appreciate how they're doing it.
Well, okay. So that's Tony Rice. I hope you guys go and check him out on YouTube. There's tons to see out there. I thought I had some live Tony Rice I could throw up on the channel, but Turns out I don't. I have actual studio stuff of his, so I can't be putting that up. It's all right. Is everything okay over there?
All right, I gotta go.
I got videos to make.
Thank you. I will see you tomorrow.
Do you not talk for 30 minutes about Bruce Springsteen album?
Did I do it on this show?
Oh, sorry. Do you think that it would gain me 1 billion viewers if you did that? I'm milking you for viewership?
I didn't say that.
Okay. Anyways, you can find Joe over at YouTube, My Life in Collecting. Check that out. And he's over at Instagram and Twitter at AC Decepticon. You can
All
follow
that jazz.
at on Twitter at STCPod and Instagram. And if you want to send an email, you can email at starttocontinuemail@gmail.com. For all that fun stuff, thanks everyone for joining us on this episode of STC Pod. Guess what? The next episode is number 300. Let us know what you would like to see for the big 300th episode.
Sounds good.
Any ideas there,
I
partner?
didn't realize it was 300, partner.
Thanks everyone for joining us in the chat. We'll see you next time. See you, everybody. I'm going to post it.